EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Jackson, first play, going to throw. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold from the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Darnold. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Gardner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Henry out of the pistol. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now second and 9. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hey, middle. Let's go. Get hard. Hey.
Now it's Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
To throw is Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop it. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On third down, here's Walker. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you have a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, Jackson. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Jackson now. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion left, Flowers. To throw is Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Hey, middle.
Jackson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown Ravens. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. I go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Darnold. He gets it to Sims, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, fired a bullet in there for the completion. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down, and Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers out of it.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Now it's Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Henry up the middle. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete.
5-yard gain on the play.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Running left is Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Darnold now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now Darnold. That's going to be caught. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, a touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back. They find some open field here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That's complete once again to Hopkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Now the 32-yard delay.
Running from the gun with Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down and 3. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Flushed out right. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Second and 10. Now it's Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Report.
In motion right is Hopkins. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Hey.
First down carry for Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
180.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. So he stopped for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So that not just important to the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
To throw is Darnold. Walker with a grab left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Jackson to throw. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing now is Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
He's going to let it fly. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
You heard about a man, the left controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. Elevator operator. Like him. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting and let you down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight, where we wanna go. Up and down, we're moving on around. We're going up and down, we're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. So bang and hot and langing up Promise gonna pay for all my sins. Promise gonna pay for all with no resistance. Now do it. What we gonna call it? All out falling. Promise gonna pay. How we gonna do it? What we gonna call it? Promise falling. Promise gonna pay me.
I'm in a tunnel, foot on the gas. I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, closing in. I keep going in, going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
Always on my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better.
Get
Yeah.
better when
Yeah.
I wanna
Yeah.
get better. I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you know that I get better when I wanna get better. I get better when I wanna get better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better. If you do it good, I'ma do it better.
From the home of the 12s, they raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he returns this to the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Rolling to his right. That's to the left side where he's got Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Vikings first down.
On play action, McCarthy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And now an audible here into something else. Looking to throw McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Slot man moves right. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Going for it, here's McCarthy. Escaping the... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together. Darnold from the gun. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Darnold now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Darnold. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie running. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Officially, they'll call that a 9-yard pickup there. It leaves them in a good spot here. Second down and inches upcoming.
Second and inches at the Vikings' 30-yard line.
Here's Darnold. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw is Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Walker with another carry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Horton. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Trying the left side with Walker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Darnold. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, McCarthy. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
This will be taken at the 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Now it's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Harrison Smith on the covering.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown! A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. McCarthy operating from the gun. This is caught by Addison.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To the air with McCarthy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
Josh Oliver, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 27, Darnold. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there.
have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score Seahawks 16, Buccaneers 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
This is intercepted. Pulled by Julian Love. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up second down. They'll drop to throw.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he...
Touchdown, Seattle! Cooper Kupp, 37 yards. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point open through by Myers. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jason Myers to kick
And
off.
after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing is McCarthy.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that is incomplete.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all three incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
37-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Darnold. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 13-yard line.
Now McCarthy completes this to Addison out left.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
McCarthy is set to throw it.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Jones is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they give them that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Darnold. That's down the field. He's got a roll. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Here's Walker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks will add to their fourth quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
McCarthy.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down.
McCarthy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Reek William. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball. So that's caught inside the 20. And he is in.